Retired Middletown Police Chief Rodney Muterspaw started journaling in the academy, and he kept it up for 30 years with the department, from patrol officer to the top cop. Now he's turned those entries into a book, and it's burning up the Amazon bestseller charts. Chief Muterspaw is joining us now live. Chief, glad to have you with us here. Look, nothing's off limits in some of these journal entries. It struck me because you run the whole gamut. I mean, I was cackling at some of them, and some of them are just heartbreaking. What's it like to go back on 30 years and reread some of these?
You know, when I pulled them out and started reading them, some of it I just laughed out loud about, and some of the people I shared it with in the media. So it was just kind of surreal to see it again. You know how that goes.
Yeah, why publish them now? You've been retired for a little over a year, and this is a big project to take on.
It is. I think the timing of what's going on in the world, what's going on in America today, hopefully this will open some eyes. And, you know, and one of the people that read it, pre-read it, basically said, look, you know, you can love the police or you can hate the police, but you're going to find a compromise if you read these and understand there's a method behind the madness of a lot of what's going on. So either way, we hope that people will understand and appreciate what these people do out there and maybe humanize the badge a little bit. And we make mistakes, we do dumb things at times, but maybe there's a reason behind it.
Yeah, the thread that runs through it is this sense of camaraderie and you know, how do you get through a shift and then get through a day, right? As you're living in dual lives almost.
Right. And, you know, one of the points of the story, and I think most people have gotten out of this, is that it's one of the points in the book is that, look, you know, one of the hardest things about being a cop is you're tasked to solve everybody else's problems when you can't solve your own problems. And they're asked to do so much. And a lot of times when mistakes are made of the head, not the heart, you know, there's a reason behind that. And hopefully we shed some light on that in the book.
Real quickly before we run out of time, one of the things that jumped out to me as the news guy, right, as something that like made news in my brain was you talk about some of the cases we remember, but the one is a couple of years back, several of the missing women and the rumors of a serial killer, and you talk about how wild that investigation was and kind of frustrating. Can you walk us through your thoughts on that real quick?
You know, I couldn't say much when I was the chief there, and there's still investigative things that I'll never repeat, but because it's still under investigation. But there was a lot of missing women in Ohio, going from Middletown up to Chillicothe, and you know, people just don't disappear off the face of the earth. And if I talk about a little bit about my personal opinion, if there's somebody out there responsible for this, and for whatever reason we haven't found them, nobody's found them, but there's too many missing women, and I know the department worked really hard on that, and they still do. I mean, our detectives were phenomenal, and it's something that's bothered them forever. But I feel like we kind of failed in the sense that we never recovered or found evidence of where these women were. So that's part of the thing I talk about in the frustration of being a law enforcement officer. It
is really you call it the uncut journals of a Ohio police chief. The book is The Blue View. Chief Rodney Muterspaw, thank you so much for your time here. The book's up on Amazon right now. You can also go to theblueviewbook.com. Check it out. We appreciate your time, Chief.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, we will see you. Let's